Good morning from the beach. Today is the last full day. I'm so sad. But we have reached the bargaining stage of grief, and I've asked the owners if anyone is coming in after me to see if I can extend my stay until Saturday. So fingers crossed. So I'm thinking I normally have a whole one of these sweet apple chicken sausages, and then some kind of like cheese or cottage cheese. But I think I might split this so I have something to eat tomorrow morning. Although I might go to the grocery store if I end up staying an extra 2 days. And then on top of the cottage cheese, I got this at the grocery store. I haven't tried this brand, but interestingly, the US, or whatever this is, the scan thing on MyFitnessPal, it comes up as a different brand. So obviously they just put the Skinny Girl label so people would buy it. So it worked. But here's the stats on it. So not too bad. I love cottage cheese, so this is really just like an extra thing to put on it. So yum. So here's half the sausage, and I'd say probably half a cup of cottage cheese, and a tablespoon of the jam. And if I remember correctly, the sausage is 120 calories, so I'm having half of that, so that's 60, and then jam is 10. The cottage cheese, I think, is 110 calories for half a cup. So I normally don't have that much, but because I'm having half the sausage, I increased the cottage cheese. So this is probably around 180 calories. I can't remember. I'll put all the stats at the very end, like my stats for the day. But yeah, this looks super yummy. I'm so bad at doing what I eat in a day. So it is 11:30. This is string cheese that I'd had before lunch. Probably eat lunch around 1, and I don't know if you can see that, but that's the view right now. And it's a little chilly, but I think I'm gonna go for a walk before lunch. The last couple times I've come here, I've always wanted to walk to the pier, but ended up getting tired before getting there. So I actually did it yesterday, so that's a non-skill victory. To the water because I just have tennis shoes on. But yeah, I did it yesterday, and now I'm gonna do it again today. It's actually not that far, which is so silly. But it's like those little things, when you don't have the scale, it's nice to have that victory. Hey there, it's lunchtime. It's about 1:05 or so. I don't know. I'm looking behind me at the microwave, which doesn't have the time because this is not my house. Bad news. There are more renters coming in after me, and because of the pandemic, they have to have the bumper, like in between of a couple days. So I will be leaving and going back to reality tomorrow. Anyway, I have to work on Friday anyway, so I was gonna work from here. I mean, the view, but it's fine. Anyway, here is what I'm having for lunch. So here's the raw ingredients: some arugula, goat cheese. This dressing actually is one of the best, like stats wise, that I've found. You can see the carbs is like sort of high, but compared to most dressings, it's really not that bad. And I really like the calories are only 25 for 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to have, normally I would have sweet potatoes and chicken with my salad, but instead I'm doing these carb savvy tortillas from Trader Joe's, some turkey, and this cream cheese. I've never seen this. Minnie in Tennessee is always talking about this brand, and I've had their cheese, but I'd never seen the cream cheese, the aged cheddar, so I thought that was interesting. And I usually have like 1 tablespoon of that. So here is the finished salad and turkey roll up. I threw a couple cashews on there. Normally I do roasted almond slivers or slivered almonds, But my mom had cashews when I stopped to visit her on the way up, and I just wanted to get that, or use some of those so I didn't have to buy nuts at the grocery store. But yeah, normally everything would be incorporated in the salad, but since I just had deli turkey and wanted to use up these tortillas, that's basically where I'm getting my carbs and protein from. You can see the cream cheese inside. But yeah, I like to do the cream cheese in roll-ups because it takes the place of cheese and of like any sort of mayonnaise or, you know, whatever to make it wet. So yeah, that's my lunch, and I'm just putting my hand here so you can see like the size of it because it looks humongous, but it's really not too bad. It's probably like a cup and a half of arugula. And yeah, there's my lunch. So just checking in for the afternoon. It is about 4 o'clock. So I am sitting on the deck and reading. Since it is my last day, I need to spend as much time outside as I can, even though it's a little chilly, to be honest. But, I mean, you can't beat this view. So, here's an update. I'm now sitting on the beach in the sun, and it's a lot warmer than sitting up on the deck. So, another non-skill victory. The walk from the deck to the ocean, you seem a lot longer. I'll show you. You can see the house, I guess, back there. I can't see the phone. But yeah, as you can see, it's not very far. But there is a little bit of a hill, and it's just so different. So, hi. Hello again. I don't think I mentioned it, but I got kind of sunburned the other day. You can see it there. Then I think I got even worse on my face this morning, or this afternoon when I was walking. So I did yoga this morning, but it was a short like meditation practice because I'm still doing the Yoga with Adrienne like October playlist. So I just do whatever she does. But I think because I'm feeling kind of peckish, as the British say, instead of snacking, I am going to do a quick, it's a 15-minute, I'm going to do the 15-minute moon practice, which was October 1st. And so that'll be fun. But this is my yoga setup here. As you can see, I keep the door open for the view. And then I have my mat right there. I put a blanket down just to give me some cushioning. Because the first day it was a little much on my knees. All right, well, I'm gonna do yoga and then I will see y'all for dinner. All right, it is 7 o'clock and it is time for dinner. As you can see, I'm gonna have a little bit left over. I'll have to take home. This is tikka masala that I made. And I think this is like my third meal from it. It was 1 pound of chicken, so I'm guessing this is probably going to be about 4 ounces is what I've been having. The sauce is from Trader Joe's, and it's actually really good. I marinated the chicken for overnight, actually, in yogurt, and then browned the chicken and simmered it in the sauce for an hour or two, and then mixed some cream in with the sauce. So it's kind of like a hybrid of a friend of mine's homemade tikka masala and using the jarred sauce. And I think it turned out really well. And then I could not resist this at Publix, the local grocery store here. It's mini naan. So it's slightly smaller than like what my friends have made me, or like what I've seen at Trader Joe's or other places. But as you can see, 1 naan is 150 calories and 23 grams of carbs. Clearly I am not doing keto, although keto seems to be on the outs with bariatric patients. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty carby dinner. but most of my carbs will come from there, and probably a pretty carby day. But I'll come back if I have anything else later today, and also with my stats. But let me portion this out for you. So here is my portion. This is definitely a vacation meal with all these carbs. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really look that appetizing on camera, but it tastes really good, especially if you like Indian food. But I'd say it's probably about 4 ounces and maybe a quarter cup of sauce. I've already thrown away the jar, but I think I would probably estimate that the chicken dish is probably between 250 to 300 calories, and the naan we saw is 150. So this is probably a pretty high calorie meal than what I normally have, but you know, it is vacation. So probably 4 to 450. So I think that's going to push me over 1,000 calories today, but we shall see. Hello, it is 8 o'clock, and you can really see how red I am here. Especially my face. Will I ever learn? I mean, it is like mid-October. I did not think I would need sunscreen or even aloe this late. I never have because I always come the same time, but here we are. So I'm going to put the stats up for my eating today. It actually wasn't too bad. Clocking in at 994 calories. I did find the tikka masala sauce on MyFitnessPal, just the sauce, and so I put in what I thought that might be. It ends up looking like more sauce because you add water to it, but I didn't put in the cream because I can't remember. I think I put in like a quarter cup of cream into the whole thing, so I don't know what that would be. Like 1/4 of 1/4, 1/16 of a cup of cream is also in there. So I'm sure I'm over 1,000 calories for the day. I'm definitely over in carbs. I'm not keto, but you know, I do try to pay attention to carbs, especially things that are bad carbs like bread. And I don't really try to do the net carb stuff because I think it's a way that, for me, I would cheat. And there's one thing in there that I forgot to video, and that was earlier before yoga, I had a Chalk Zero peanut butter cup. So I am done for the day, I think. I'm also really full. And it is like probably almost my bedtime, like 1 more hour or so. So that is what I ate on vacation, and it's really not that different than a regular day. I do tend to have more vegetables when I'm at home because I get one of those, you know, ugly produce boxes. And I just didn't want to buy a lot of stuff here to take back. So that is it for my week 102, what I eat in a day, almost 2 years out. So I hope everyone is having a good week and a good October, and I'll see you next week. Unfortunately, I won't be at the beach. I will be at home. But that's all. Bye.